Savannah counts as non-flat. That's not right. Take a screenshot of that.
Looks like we might be reporting a bug.
Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to this stream of Europa Universalis 4, where I am joined by Midgeman. Hey, Midge.
Hello, Mordred. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Looking forward to a little bit more of our spaghetti western run here with Bologna. Of course, we are now actually in South Carolina. What are our plans for today, do you think?
Well, first up, I'm actually going to get the free merchant, despite the fact we are almost behind time in our diplomatic tech, purely because I think the fort maintenance bonus here might save us a few ducats in the long run.
Yeah, probably would, seeing as we have, 3 forts now?
Yeah. And there's no ahead of time bonus for military tech anyway, so...
Nope.
Let's grab that. And an extra free merchant. So we've got one in the Caribbean. Where is it going to be most profitable for us to put them? Probably
here. Mississippi.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, because Caribbean and Mississippi both push into Chesapeake.
Okay. And loads of people are now leaving the military coalition against us, which is rather nice.
Good stuff.
So, we have the ability to take the admin tech here, but we have the institution penalty. Now, I think we were going to try and delay getting the institution for as long as possible to avoid the natives getting this. So, although we're going to be paying a little bit more for it, I think I'm going to take the admin tech here.
I would. How reliant are we on production these days? Like, what's our income balance like?
26% of our economy is our production.
That just means it has a 26% modifier. It's not of the economy.
Oh, really? Yeah. Okay, okay, then I have learned something new today, because I always misread this then. Yes, and
no,
that makes sense, because none of those would be over 100%, so...
Yes.
But
it's how much of a modifier you have on any income from that category. So this shows that we are very good at taxation and trade. We're not so good at production, so we shouldn't be emphasizing production too much at this stage. But I should also preface that by saying that production starts really low, but does usually quite heavily outscale taxation and sometimes even reaches trade levels, depending on what goods you produce and what your goods produced values are.
We're unfortunately going to take another loan, but because I do not want to lose this colony over here.
Totally fine. How much in debt are we now?
5 loans in debt.
And I just noticed that there is a doctrine available. Before we go ham on building ships and things, we probably should consider choosing one of these.
Yes, and for me, I think it's going to be... Well, I do like shipboarding, but I think I would suggest merchant navy for us.
I would be inclined to agree. Ship capture would be if we were going to be fighting European powers more often, which I don't think we are. And if we're capturing the native ships, then they're generally like 10 techs behind us. So yes, I would go with the trade power.
Let's nab that.
Cool.
Okay. So we're making money right now, despite the fact that we were converting a province and we've got a colonist on the go. So our economy is starting to bounce back, which is really nice to see. Okay.
Absolutely.
How much are we making now? 2 ducats.
Especially as we still have a bunch of revolt risk. As the revolt risk reduces, our income will continue to rise even further. What about Diplotech?
So the Diplotech, we've just got to the new year, which we're on January 1st as we've paused. So I learned from you last time, so we're gonna take it.
Brilliant.
Might be worth accepting Cherokee as a culture.
I would say it probably is. Yes. It's probably also worth getting rid of Tuscan at some point, when we need the slot.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing as we don't actually have anything in Tuscany anymore.
Yes.
Currently in a multiplayer game as Byzantium and have a Russia and Austria player ally. Big three, loads of fun. Nice. Good choice for allies too.
Orthodoxy is strong in that game by the sounds of it then.
Hmm.
Austria is going after Wallachia. Austria is starting to do very well. England had a bit of a slow start, but I think we're about to see a Great Britain. I think they've started to make money off their colonies, considering they have Colombia and Mexico now. England's going to be our big European threat right now.
Yes.
Along with Spain, because Spain is Spain and Portugal, so that's also not to be... Okay, two major threats then. We've kind of got to hope that Austria and France team up in some way to provide a bit of an issue over here to the colonizers. Also, we've got a Russia.
That's good. I just noticed that Burgundy is actually fairly hefty at the moment.
Yeah, they're still alive as well.
1557. That's an impressive Burgundy for 1557.
Mm-hmm. But we do also need to remember that we can attack Mexico without England coming in.
Yes, we can. And we'll probably need to, at least for their Texan provinces.
Mm-hmm.
Once we're a little bit more firmly established.
Yeah, I want to get us a nice base of operations over here. Possibly these three provinces before we think about it. But I'm going to get us a claim anyway, just in case an opportunity doth arise. Money we're making.
Like they get into a war with Portugal or Spain or something.
For example, yes. The CB expiring. It's a diplomatic insult, so that's fine. We have some Powhatan separatists about to rise up.
Where are
Also
they due to
fine,
rise?
I believe somewhere over here, probably in Roanoke.
If you hover over the 80% Powhatan, it will tell you. Powhanoik, but it's actually going down. Just went down to 80.
Yeah.
So that was probably somewhere where a missionary was active, and they just finished. Would be my guess.
Or autonomy just went down a bit more.
Yep, also true.
Which... Yeah, let's do it.
Yep. I would say it's worth it, considering how much that's taking from us.
We just gained
End of the month, it will reset. No,
yeah.
9. Okay, there it goes.
Native Rising.
So how much are we making now? Oh, wow. Yeah, a whole ducat from that.
Yeah. And considering we're spending money as well to convert.
Yep. Well, actually, we have a high Republican tradition, so... Oh, no, but we're Stability 3. No, we don't want to lose that.
Stability 3, but to gain the inflation, that's going to put us up to 8 inflation. Almost 9.
Yeah, but the Stab 3 is also increasing our income at the moment, which is kind of above everything.
Okay, we'll gain the inflation then. Also, we have either the opportunity to save Petrinians, or we can just continue down the plutocratic idea line, and that will be a goods produced modifier.
Considering how far ahead of everyone else in this region we are, I would probably go with the goods produced, because American goods are worth a lot.
Mm-hmm. Well, they will be worth even more as the game goes on.
Yep, absolutely.
Oh no, turn into a territory. I was like, wait.
Yeah, you want to do that?
No, but yeah. It was showing the tooltip was saying the opposite to what it was for a moment. Also, conquer new states. State maintenance down and harsh treatment cost down.
There's no reason not to do it at the moment, I would say.
Yeah, there's no reason not to agree.
When are all the Italy wonders coming? As far as I know, there are no further plans for wonders at the moment. I do know that when we did the poll, we do eventually mean to add most, if not all of those. We just did the top 5 from the poll. I don't remember if there was any Italian ones. I think there was one in Florence in that list. But
where are you, Cat?
no plans at the moment. Caddo. We can't even see them. I would say no. If we can't even see them, then say no.
Norway is becoming quite a big colonizer as well. Just noticed they've got a state up here in Connecticut as well as in Florida.
Oh, nice. Go Norway.
And they're independent.
Enemies with Scotland, and Scotland's currently fully occupied, so...
Yeah. I've just paid off a loan and this would mean taking another one, but smugglers dominating is such a bad modifier.
It really is.
I'm gonna just take the other loan again, unfortunately.
Yep. Fine. Once we finish with all the missionaries, then things should start to recover as well.
Yeah. Just gonna go for the more expensive one. But to be making money whilst proselytizing and colonizing right now it feels good.
And that revenue is only increasing at the moment, so yes,
yeah,
very positive.
We don't have any buildings either in the New World because we moved to the New World. So, we have a few churches. Okay, my mistake. But no production houses.
Yeah, there are a couple of places where they would be good to have too.
Mm-hmm. We do need to build a barracks in our capital for an estates mission, so I am going to prioritize that.
Okay.
Manpower never hurts.
So how many loans do we have out at the moment? And to what value?
We have 5, I believe, to a total value of
380. That's not too bad.
Yeah, certainly been in worse situations.
And how's the aggressive expansion at the moment?
That's a very good question. Beyond recovery.
Yeah. Well, in that case, the real question here is, how long until the truces are up? And should we consider doing some more expansion?
We are out of our truces with everyone except the Susquehannock, who are here.
Well, in that case, I'd quite like to go after the blue guys, because that would give us the opportunity of actually linking our southern colonies with the northern.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to score.
I totally agree. We already have the CB set up as well.
How many people are on their side in the alliance?
We can actually go up in our force limit as well right now. So they have the Lenape, Altama, Jorah, and Atachi? The Atachi?
Atachi, yeah. So it's 19,000 infantry, 6,000 cavalry versus our 16,000 infantry, 2,000 artillery. I reckon we can probably take that.
Yeah. Do remember that we've got 4,000 troops here protecting against native risings.
Yeah, I can always
Shall I
get them away with the transports. Nah, leave them there for now. I can always just attach them to transports and run.
Yep. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna build us to force limit, I think. Or do you think
Get me another artillery as well, if you don't mind. Slowly increase those.
1. Yeah, that was something I did at the beginning of the stream, so we've got a further 4. And once those are built, we will go to war.
Sounds good to me.
Also, I can't actually build a... Oh, we've got a lottery. So, we have a 532, a 646, a 514, or a 455.
They are all well above average, so I would say let the lotteries decide.
Come on, 646. We
10
always
points.
get the worst, but 10 points is, yeah, that's pretty decent.
Works for me. We don't have a general on our army at the moment.
It's because we've been using our doges.
Yeah, just pointing that out.
Unfortunately, they
Not bad.
what's that one?
I've actually
pit off
found
of a 2-star?
maneuver to be really, really important in this area, just because there are so many rivers.
Oh, absolutely.
Hadn't actually quite realized just how many rivers there are in this region. Crazy.
So, who do we want to set as a rival here?
I mean, the most obvious would be Carabas, although we don't really, as far as I know, have any plans to really build a fleet, and Carabas tends to have a pretty big one. Mali would be if we were going to expand our African holdings. Norway does have colonies near us, which we could try to poach. Force them up into Canada.
Also, Scotland has just landed.
I was wondering who that was. And that's very annoying, because that's right in the way of where we want to go.
Mm-hmm. I think Scotland.
I'm saying, yeah, I would agree. Scotland.
Okay. Army is grouped.
Do we want to use the other colonist first? Or save money?
I'm going to save money while we're at war, I think.
Okay. Works for me.
And we have no diplomat to send. Oops. War's all yours.
War! We're going to war! Okay, let's go and see exactly who we're
Wargold is
fighting.
their capital. Yeah. It's just the entirety of the East Coast.
Yeah, our light ship's about to get destroyed. Right, let's go and take some territory. Actually, I'm going to move you there. You lost, but that means you're retreating, which is fine. Then I just need you to stay there.
Mm-hmm.
Going to split you in half. Going to give you another leader.
Oh,
Who's
wow.
even better at maneuver.
Yeah.
Actually.
Oh, we didn't name him.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Needed a cowboy.
See, this is why I'd really like to be able to rename generals after the fact.
Well, community ambassador.
I
Maybe it's
know,
something you
I
need to
know.
put to Live team.
That is something I should probably poke them about. Okay, merchant effects. Do we want the mercantilism or do we want the trade efficiency institution spread, but lose mercantilism? I'm going to take the mercantilism.
It's just good business.
It is indeed just good business. Hey, missionary finished.
I finally realized the other day what you quote from for that.
Oh yeah? And what is it?
And it's Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yes.
That's
It's nothing
East
personal,
India...
Jack. It's just good business.
Yeah, that's the East India Trading Company, dude. And I am all for that. One of my favorite film franchises. Except
I love the franchise, but that film just wasn't good. The one redeeming factor was that East India Company guy.
Yeah.
At least in my opinion.
He was a good bad guy. He was
an excellent bad guy. He's one of those bad guys you can kind of totally understand why he was doing what he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's greedy. I get it. We at war with these guys too? Yes, yes we are. Okay, let's go there. People are disappearing. Not ideal. Scotland has a great history with establishing colonies. True. Actually, that's another little tidbit that I learned. New Scotland, Nova Scotia, which is this part of Canada, is actually Nova Scotia in more than one way. Apparently, the rock of this region is exactly the same as that from the Hebrides. So when we had the one giant continent,
yeah,
Nova Scotia was actually joined to Scotland.
That's fun. That's fun.
Yeah.
That's a cool tidbit. They've also sieged down our colony, annoyingly.
Eh. There's no fort or anything there, and it's already a colony, so it doesn't matter. I mean, it's already a city.
Repay it.
Yeah, I'd say we should. No reason not to.
Ah.
That didn't last long.
I think we're gonna keep them as a general though, hilariously for a little bit, because they haven't disappeared there. So we've got a 5-2-1, a 3-4-6, a 1-4-6, or a 1-6-4. Let the lottery decide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
11 points.
2 of those
13
options.
points. 8 points. We're gonna get Geralmo, aren't we? Yep. No, we didn't.
We got the
11 pointer. He was second.
And I'm actually happy we got this person instead of the person we just had, because we've got a military idea and we're behind in military tech. So having 6 in military really is going to be sweet.
And he's an even better general. Still only a 1 star though.
Notice how we've... Oh no, we did lose the Doge leader. Previously we've had cases where the Doge has stuck around past death leading the army.
Yeah, that was a known issue. Which has been reported and has apparently been fixed. Hey, someone just gave us a gift because they like that we're fighting people. Really good. So your army's just sitting over there. Do I have any reason to go and chase you down, I wonder?
Not really. However, grabbing the fort in Chesapeake, because even if we don't expand too far northwards, taking the rest of Virginia, so Powhatan, Chesapeake, and Morotok, I think that would be a good border. Plus, Chesapeake has Chesapeake Bay, which is the trade. If you look at the trade, it has the estuary, I think. Or is it a harbor? Natural harbor, I think.
Yeah, estuary.
What is the
Which
goal
is a
of
little bit strange, because Chesapeake was chosen because it was such a good trade area. So I'm a little bit surprised that there isn't a centre of trade there.
I think one can develop eventually. I think there's an event for it.
Ah, possibly. Where's...
Because if you look at the trade map mode, I don't think there are any in the Chesapeake Bay trade node.
No.
There's no trade town things.
Yes, there
Oh,
is.
no, there's one up in Massachusetts.
Boston.
Only one is a little bit, a little bit bizarre.
Yeah, I think that the entirety of the Americas, especially North America, has too few. I would like to see more happen over time. That would be nice. We lose another general.
I think we...
No, he just hasn't been assigned for some reason. Oh, I think I may have merged the armies together at one point. I need to be aware of the fact that these guys are trying to siege us down again, which is very unfortunate. Tuscany is going after Ferrara. Doesn't interest me. And all of the sieges except for Okut are really quite slow. I mean, one thing that I could probably do is piece Okut out before that siege is lost. Because all we're going to want from them is money and maybe a pillage, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Done.
Get him out of here.
These 2 sieges should be done about the same time. Rigorous researchers gain 3 points. Nice. Also, we can go up in ideas. However, at this point, I would say we probably want to wait until we actually get the Miltech.
The institution penalty, though, is pretty big right now. And completing plutocratic ideas would unlock us our tech cost bonus at the end of our Bolognese ideas.
Ah. Yes. Okay. Fair. Good point. Well made.
Yeah, I think post this war, we will start hammering the institution again in terms of allowing it to, helping it to grow a bit. Because it is naturally growing for us because it's a printing press and we're Protestant. So we are getting it slowly in our provinces. But yeah, we should work on embracing it afterwards. We'll just quickly make sure.
We should see where it is at the moment. 56%. I mean, we're 60%. 76%. It's rising actually pretty quickly, even without any work from us.
Mm-hmm.
Because what I could do now is put the institution spread edict here.
Absolutely.
I think I will. Might even just do it on the coast. Yeah, let's do it on the coast.
Could you, before we forget, make sure that there's a barracks building in our capital? I don't want to fail the task from...
One barracks. One loan.
One barracks, one loan, keep moving. That's a nursery rhyme about flurry economics of EU4.
Okay, so they are bringing in quite a few troops here. They do have a -1. Attacker receives 25% shock damage decrease for nomads on non-flat. Savannah counts as non-flat. That's not right. Take a screenshot of that.
Looks like we might be reporting a bug.
And of that. So yeah, once the war's over, I'll...
On your computer, though.
That's true. Okay.
I can do a screen grab. I've got Gaito. So if you're wondering why we were taking some screenshots there, we've noticed a bug. We're taking a screenshot of it for the bug report forum. We had to go about it a little bit of a different way, however, because we are running through a system called Parsec, which is allowing myself and Mordred to control a computer in the PDX offices in Sweden from our comfy offices in the UK. We are going to use those screenshots to detail our report, and then we will probably also get a copy of the save game.
Do we want to piece out the Guale? No, that's not Guale, that's Juara. Now the question here is, do we want to take either of these?
Or do we want to keep the Blue Ridge Mountain? Oh gosh, that's a Tennessee Williams. Ooh.
Resources are actually really good.
Yeah, I think maybe we will. Well, plus... Well, I suppose if we take all the way up to Rappahannock as well, that would be a lovely contiguous border there.
Yep. Okay, we'll do that. And you can go back that way.
I think...
Oh, that's the main guy who wants out.
What we've sieged is what we want.
It is. That's why I am now going to speak to them and say, hey. Oh. Oh, and that's an empty territory. Oh, dear. Because we're at war with these guys, too.
Mm-hmm.
Might as well take their stuff. Send you south to go and... Wait, that's an artillery? Lenape have artillery. What is your Miltech? 8. They're actually starting to catch us up.
That artillery went onto the ships there and avoided you.
That's some esports micro right there.
It just got a native uprising.
And then I beat the natives and not the army. Oh, come on!
Oh, yeah, repay there.
Yeah, this is basically using all the money that we're taking in the peace deals to repay the loans. Which I think is entirely reasonable. You're sieging me down again. Hey, we completed the agenda.
European economics of the period.
They're probably going to siege that before I get there, so what I'm going to do... A little bit risky. If we lose one infantryman, though, it's not the end of the world. I was thinking, oh, you know what? I could just put an edict in, but I can't. Ah! Oh no, that's... Right, that's actually part of the same state. It's not a straight crossing.
Mm-hmm. Which is another thing I found a little bit bizarre about that region.
Hmm. The worst thing was in Kaiserreich, where that was an actual straight crossing, and the AUS would constantly get their capital sieged because they never guarded it.
Mm-hmm.
They changed that, thankfully. Okay, battle is about to be joined. Here we go. So 20,000 of ours against 23,000 of theirs. Unfortunately, they are again suffering the 25% shock. So one of these guys has taken the Horde government. It's pretty one-sided once again. And we got improved artillery. So is there anything we actually want from Lenape, or are we just taking resources from them?
I think we just take money from them at the moment. Whilst we will definitely want to go that way if we want to become the USA, I would say that our main goal is to start heading south to Texas. So I think Virginia will be our cutoff point for the northern. Plus, I want there to be a chance that some European powers possibly also muster on over.
Man, we are blitzing through these today.
Yes.
And that's also going to complete our thing, so we're going to get the tech cost and also the dev cost.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good to me. The final nickname awarded to the city is La Dota. Bologna University was established in 1088, and ever since Bologna has been a great centre of learning for all of Europe. It was one of the first universities in Italy, and it did not take long for it to become the most prestigious, so much so that it earned Bologna the nickname of the Learned. Pretty cool. Ah yes, and then we also have a policy choice. So we can take the yearly prestige and advisor costs. There's no other admin choices, so I think we should probably just take this.
Yep. And colonial range and settlers is going to be pretty nice.
Yeah, but that one we will have to pay Diplo for.
Oh.
It's not free.
What do we currently have as our Diplo?
Trade power and settler chance. I would say probably hold off on that one until we actually use our colonist, but then it probably is worth doing.
Okay, yeah.
Tariffs. Gain mercantilism. Yes, please.
Yes, please, yeah. Yeah, that'll be fine. So, what kind of peace deal can we get out of this at the moment?
Well, I'm waiting until we siege more of this because we still haven't taken their capital, and I want to take money from Lenape because I'm pretty sure they're wealthy. We can get a 50% cheaper level 2 military.
And Scotland are our rivals.
Yeah. Land force limit, which is actually one of the weaker ones, in my opinion, because I never like having these temporary force limit modifiers, because I always just go over and then forget. But 50% off is 50% off.
Yeah, and PowerPoints are PowerPoints. I would take it.
Yeah,
I might be able to afford him.
Well, at the moment, we definitely can. And we do have the advisor cost reduction, so yeah, let's grab him. Okay, so now if we piece Lenape out... Yeah, I was right. They are wealthy. They went nomadic horde, but yeah, Savannah ought to count as flat. Oh, it definitely should. The whole point of giving the Savannah natives horde is that they could basically do what the Sioux did and become horse masters of the Great Plains. Which I believe is all Savannah. Ooh, more advisor cost. Although it would really tick off the nobility and the clergy. The alternative is losing army and navy tradition. And trade power. Burkers gain influence, but they're still not dangerous. I would say probably this one.
Mm-hmm. I would agree.
Okay then. Make it happen. Oh, they're back again. Leave me alone.
The Lenape are ready to go, though.
Well, they will be very, very soon. Because remember, these are rivals, so I want to humiliate them, which costs more.
Oh, absolutely, yes.
Because I want to try and get our power production above 50, because then we get more monarch points. Oh dear, go for peace. So one of the annoying things about Call for Peace is the AI does not suffer it. So
really?
never try to outlast the AI when it comes to Call for Peace. It's only the players that get it.
They've just taken that capital down there, which is a little bit annoying.
Yeah, capitals don't take that long to take. We have artillery. Just waiting for our troops to leave the Lenape territories, so then I can say humiliate and war reps and pillage and money. Beautiful.
Beautiful indeed. That's going to be the rest of our loans paid off, I think.
Probably.
Yep.
Debt free. Since 1565.
Plus, that's limited the amount of people sieging that territory. That, in fact, I think you can go in with the stack that's in Iskwa.
Oh, these guys are still in. Right. In that case, we can piece them out.
They're the war leader.
You're right. Yes, it's these guys that we want to take stuff from.
Yeah.
I didn't realise it. We declared on them.
Yeah, we cut their territory in half.
For some reason, I thought these were the war goal.
They are the same person.
Wait, are they?
Yeah.
To score. Oh, they are.
Yeah, we cut their nation in half. We fully climbed inside them.
So who's the other Oh, it's there.
Yeah.
They're probably a bit too far away, especially as these green guys are neutral.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't have military access through them. Lose prestige, or lose even more loyalty with nobility and some trade efficiency.
Lose the prestige. We're actually gaining it quite a lot through conversions right now.
Yep.
Because I took the Age of Reformation modifier on conversion prestige rather than the one for institution spread, because we were still holding off institution at that point.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
Okay, that's 99%, so let's see what we can take. And we do need to be careful about our overextension here. It's the only... It's not the AE, it's going to be the overextension. So we're at 30% currently.
30, so we can take up to 70. So you wanted Chesapeake. So you want this whole thing?
I want that quarter. And then... cut off Florida? That's 90%. Oh no, 69% overextension. That's perfect.
And we can even... Oh no.
Yeah.
Gwale the capital? Gwale is the capital, so no, we don't want to pillage that because it's ours. Yes?
Yeah. What a war.
There we go. Back over to you, Minister of Peace.
Minister of Peace versus the Minister of War. Yes. We can actually go up to a Grand Republic.
We can. And there basically is no reason not to.
Yeah.
And we're back at 100 prestige, just like that. Simples. Don't forget to start colonizing again.
I won't. I'm just going to get our troops together for some autonomous rebel suppression.
That was a nice expansion. Yes, I agree. That was a very nice expansion.
Very, very nice expansion.
So how much of Texas do we actually need to own to become Texas?
I believe we need 4 provinces in the Rio Grande, which I think is here.
I'll go and look it up, because I don't think we have that decision yet, do we?
No. And our capital needs to be there.
EU for Texas can be formed by any nation in the Rio Grande. Unlike other colonial nations, Texas does not receive claims from the entire colonial region, restricted to claiming the Rio Grande region. Form Texas nation requires not playing with Random New World, not enacted a colonial nation formation decision, Is not an endgame tag. Is not nomad. Is not Native American tech. Oh no, all we need to do is own a province in Rio Grande.
Do we not even need our capital over there?
Nope.
Oh, wow.
And we basically need to make sure that Britain does not lose English Mexico, otherwise they may form it.
Well, as soon as we have that province and it's called, we can just go, right?
Yeah, so once our territories are called and once we've stabilized again, we should probably begin angling for that particular conflict.
Mm-hmm.
Just so we can get it locked in.
Oh,
Norway's in southern Florida now.
I misclicked there. I accidentally took the military tech when we are pretty much at the point of embracing the institution. I hit space, unfortunately.
I forgive you.
Oh, cast iron cannons. Do we want a large cast iron cannon or a small cast iron cannon?
Well, this is the question. So large cast iron cannon increases fire damage and morale resistance, whereas small cast iron cannon reduces shock damage received and increases the amount of morale damage we do. I would say at this stage, fire damage is still not there. Oh, wait, yes it is. Chambered demi-cannons when fire damage... No, we're not there yet. 16. 16 is when it comes. So I would say probably the small cast iron cannon, because we're up against the Native Americans who will be mostly shock-based.
Okay.
And remember that half of the artillery pips will also count for the unit in front of them. That's why artillery is so powerful. So if we give the artillery the shock resist, they're also providing shock resistance to the units in front of them.
I'm gonna do that.
Don't do that.
Off. No. No. Okay, Prospering Times. 25. Where is Not Away? Not Away is here. It's in Virginia.
What is it? Like, what's the resource? Tobacco. Probably production, then.
I'm inclined to agree. We should probably forget Tuscan and take Pelhuatan.
I would agree.
Change places. We have a claim on English Mexico now?
Yes. What are we focusing at the moment in terms of points?
That's a good question as well. Military currently.
Yeah, we probably want to switch that to admin when we can.
Mm-hmm. But that's because we're rushing through plutocratic ideas.
And when is our next idea group going to be available? Because we did kind of blitz through that one. 14.
Admin 14.
We're currently on 13.
Yeah, so...
Okay.
So maybe we should start planning for what we want our next idea group to be. I think we were discussing religious.
Yes, and I still think religious would be a good one because it will help us converting everything, and there is going to be a lot to convert. And will also help us shifting culture to Texan once we get Texan. If we get Texan, do we get Texan?
I don't think we'll unlock Texan because we're not of a British or... We're not of a British Isles culture, so we won't get Texan, and we won't get Mexican because we're not of an Iberian culture.
Yeah, but we'll be Texas. Don't we get Texan from being Texas?
I don't think we do. I think you have to be prerequisite one of those cultures, otherwise you stay your own. So we'll be Romanel, Texas.
Oh yeah, you're right. There is no Texan. If primary culture is British, you become American. If primary culture is Iberian, you become Mexican.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Oh, and you also get increased centralization for 20 years, which increases autonomy. Oh, sorry, decreases autonomy.
I'm thinking against religious once again, because if we're going to become...
It's a lot of innovativeness.
That's a lot of innovativeness. Hold on. I pause the thought I just had. Do we want to go into debt again for this innovativeness? I think yes.
How much do we have now? Because I have a feeling it's already very high.
Oh, innovativeness?
Yeah.
Almost
we can always do it more. I mean, yeah. Yeah.
What was I saying? Oh, institution spread.
Yes.
When we become Texas, religion's not going to matter.
True.
And we already have pretty much everything. We have everything bar the conquests we've just taken converted.
Yeah, the main question for religious would be it also helps with culture conversion, but if we're not going to bother with culture conversion, then we don't need to.
Yeah, culture conversion is the main thing from it, which, granted, is a very, very good bonus for us, and that's going to save us a lot of power points.
If we decide to culture convert everything.
Yeah, if we decide to culture convert everything, I would put some massive weight in economic ideas.
I am always a big proponent of economics, so yeah. I mean, ultimately, when it comes down to it, we should probably do a poll, but that can wait for next time, because we will forget by next week what we voted for.
Absolutely. So, January 1st of next year.
Ish. So here's a question for you.
Mm.
You can cancel the colony and then start it again to try and get a better trade good. Do you ever do that?
No, I did not know that was a thing.
Yeah, because it's completely random. So if you stop the colony and then start it again, you can kind of game the system to try and get better trade goods. It's not something I do either, because I kind of consider that exploity. I was just curious.
Ooh.
Oh, sweet.
That's a coal province eventually.
That's one of the... So Ambernar just came out with a new update, which, by the way, for those of you who like Europa Universalis 4, you should definitely check out Ambernar. It's basically EU4 if it was a fantasy game, and it is brilliant. They just came out with a new update, and one of the updates was they've rebalanced where the coal spawns are. Which is good. It needed that. Ambernar. I'll write it in chat.
So next year we can change our focus. In fact, we're making so much money. I'm going to get some more advisors in.
Yeah, especially as we do have an advisor cost reduction. Inflation reduction is awesome, but that's level 2. I don't... Damn, what's our income at the moment?
2 ducats a month. We've got 5 ducats a month income.
Then do it. Yeah, absolutely. And make sure that we have the Diplo... No, not institution. Privilege. Estate privilege. To reduce their cost further.
I think we already do.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I went through and grabbed them. That's admin. This guy's Diplo, isn't it?
This is an admin dude.
Oh, was he? Oh yeah, of course he is in inflation. But I don't think we have the military one.
Don't.
No, we don't. I would get it.
We do also have the Diplo one, so...
But on that note, this is unfortunately going to be where we have to end this stream, because that hour passes incredibly quickly. So, thank you everyone for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, don't forget to hit that follow button so that you get notified when Paradox does more awesome streams and things. If you have enjoyed this and you want to see more of Midge and I, then maybe you should stick around for the next 15 minutes, because there might be people that look surprisingly similar to us, playing a game that Midge is currently advertising on his shirt, rather inconspicuously. If you want to find more details about Europa Universalis 4 and everything that we have got in the works at the moment, then please do also head over to Twitter at Europa Universalis 4, because I try to keep updates going there. And also on the Paradox Discord, which is another good source of information. Anyway, that's going to be it for both of us. We shall see you in 15 minutes for some Hearts of Iron. And believe me, the Hearts of Iron game it. You should watch
Oh,
it.
it's really exciting.